I feel like I'm being interviewed for NYPD. What's your name? What's your height? I'm Bridget Kelly, and I am a recording artist, a writer, a funny girl who happens to sing about sad R&B love songs. I grew up in Chelsea, in the Chelsea area of Manhattan. I'm a city girl. I'm really raw and emotional and honest in my records. I think I've always been that way. As a person, I'm the same way. I approach my life in a very direct manner. So, you know, it's easy to be that way in my music now because it's a natural transition from daily life to music. Rehearsal for me it's fun. And, you know, working today, I'm actually working with a new band. I've never worked with these guys before. So for me, it's important to approach every situation really lightheartedly. I'm the first one to crack a joke and try and make someone laugh. Jesus gave me 100% so that the pastor, his wife, and the kids could pay their rent. This rehearsal for me was just an opportunity to kind of break the ice and make everybody feel really comfortable, not just with the music, but with me too, because at the end of the day, this is an expression of who I am, but you know, I love it. I want the people that are working with me to love it the same amount that I do. Love is my biggest inspiration, honestly. The love that's worked, the love that hasn't. This album that I'm doing, All or Nothing, is my first independent project. I'm talking about some really personal things this time around. I fell out of love and fell back in love again. I made a lot of mistakes in my last relationship. I guess we all kind of have that one that got away, and you know, the one kind of decision we might have done differently if we got the chance to fix it. There was a possibility of me maybe wanting to have a baby and didn't have it. Subjects that a lot of women go through that they may not necessarily want to talk about. There's a lot of beauty in the uncomfortable. Women cheat too. Women lie, women get away with murder, and you know, it just so happens that it gets talked about less. Women can be heartbreakers too, and I don't say that with pride. I'm just saying it's just kind of how the cookie crumbled for me. So now I'm able to own my mistakes. I own the person that I am, I own the woman that I am, and the decisions and choices that I've made. They've been life lessons for me. A good show for me, what I consider to be a good show is when I move like water. It's just completely fluid. Also, the crowd helps. I think crowd engagement is huge for me. It's important that the crowd feels like they're taking this trip with you. They showed up to ride the ride. You know what I mean? They want to feel the adrenaline. They want to feel the emotion. And if I can uplift them in any kind of way, then that's what I'm made to do. That's the best part of it for me. In my life overall, there's a lot of things I can't control. There's a lot of variables that are out of my hands, and I can't keep getting upset about them. The acceptance of that initially was really terrifying for me. I felt like, all right, well, I'm gonna just kind of bulldoze my way into this next phase. And you know, I'm typically a crash and burn kind of learner. At least in my early 20s I was. I'm 29 now, I feel like I need to grow up a little bit, be mature, you know, straighten up. I was signed to Roc Nation for about 5 years and left them last year and really have had to dig a lot deeper than I thought. In the midst of all of the trauma and emotional and mental breakdowns that I was having, I think I discovered how resilient I was, and also, you know, how much I really love this. I think I hit that wall where it's like anybody else probably would have quit at that point. Like, you know what? We don't know how we're gonna pay our rent. We don't know how we're gonna do anything. I had no answers. I had no how. There was no answer to the how question, and there was just the why. The why. Why am I still doing this? Why? I haven't made the dent that I want to make. I haven't made the money I want to make. I haven't really completed a project that's been all me. Like, there's nothing that I really felt like I owned about anything I had done up until this point. I don't think I've ever been the flavor of the month. I'll be honest. Maybe somewhere down the line, someone was like, "Oh my God, Bridget Kelly, we love her." But I think for the most part, I've always been just like super close and on the cusp, but never really got there. which is a driving factor for me. I'm not gonna lie. I think the fact that I've always been almost there is a reason for me to keep plugging along. I realized in the thick of it all that I really love this. I really love writing. I really love performing. I love making music. I love the feeling that music gives other people. It's an endless struggle, but I think if you are driven by passion and you're surrounded by people who love it and who are having fun, it's the greatest moment in the world. I may never be someone's cup of tea, but if I can make somebody's shot of tequila, I'll take that.